Hello, I'm Richard Pearson, the General Manager of Tree Supporter. Tree Supporter is an organisation based in Den Haag which is fighting poverty and climate change simultaneously. Today I want to talk about natural capital. I've been attending a lot of natural capital events lately, and as yet nobody has mentioned the link between poverty and natural capital use, which I find surprising. So I made this précis. I've based this précis on information that I've gathered from reports by Wageningen University, Cambridge University and Hans Rosling. Hans Rosling is the man that's visualising the data from the United Nations under the name of Gapminder, which is well worth viewing. I also looked at information about consumer behaviour science and how we can use this information to enhance corporate branding and also to get the general public behind your CSR goals. So at the end of last year, 2015, the World Bank issued this statement asking financial institutions to look at their investment strategies, asking them to move away from investing in fossil fuels and move towards a greener strategy. They've also asked them to add this change in strategy to their end of year reporting and also to market the changes that they've made towards the general public, or to make them more transparent and open so that other people can follow suit. So they're trying to start a green investment revolution within the World Bank. And the reason they're doing this is because every year human beings are removing and not replacing $3 to $5 trillion worth of natural resources. This is equivalent to the money lost in the credit crisis of 2008-2009, which created global panic. But there is no global panic about the removal of the natural resources. But what it does do is it does increase hurricane peak wind speeds and also extreme weather. And so rating agencies are now downgrading companies which are exposed to extreme weather events, which is not very good for business. But on the upside, if you do follow a green plan or change to green strategies, the Cambridge University report states that in the UK alone there'll be 190,000 new jobs created if we meet the greenhouse gas emissions targets. And also there will be an average of £565 of extra disposable income per household per annum within the UK. That's 28 million houses. So that's a considerable amount of money. And I want to look at how we can use the corporate social communication as a way to tap into these new markets that have been created. So this is the natural capital graph. This is natural capital use, or how much has been used over the decades. You can see the incline there. It's increasing. This is in line with world population growth. World population growth is also linked to poverty, as people within the developing countries are having more children as they see that as their pension, people to look after them in their old age. And as more people are born, then we need to use more capital to cover those people. Here you can see natural capital itself. It's all the breakdown of natural capital. You can see it's increasing in line with general population growth globally. And here you have manufacturing, fuel use, and also agricultural products. And agricultural land is also being possessed or retaken by burning of forestry. That is also not included in the original figures that you just saw, which it should be, so that we've got fully aware of the damage that is being done. So how can we reverse this? What can we do? Natural capital solutions require collaboration between everybody. We need to also include the general public, and no one is really speaking about this, but they're the ones that can also make a huge difference to the solution to the problem. So you need to have two types of strategies, top down and bottom up, and work across departments to make things happen. Replacing natural capital at a CSR goal offers some possibility, but we suggest you align topics with poverty, climate change and water, because that if any of those three fail, the chances of sorting out natural capital will also fail because of the population growth. The good news is that CSR has a proven influence, positive influence on consumer behaviour. So as an organisation, you can improve your image within the community by showing people what you're doing, by taking on projects which have an impact on poverty. And we at Tree Support like to identify those projects that are uncorrupted and do not use child labour, slave labour, and are generally 100% good, and try and encourage the general public to understand the project, the reasons behind the project, and to contribute to that by using their time. And thereafter, if they find that interesting, they can then donate also some money themselves. So to simplify it, we identified the 3 problems as water, climate change and poverty. Tree Supporters tries to reduce the intellectual capacity required to address these problems by simplifying it online, so to introduce the general public. So organisations can now just identify their strategies, the top-down strategy, from changing investments, greening of the supply chain. The supply chain is extremely important in all this, and try and identify non-financial advantages within your organisation. Happiness is one of those, to try and get some loyalty amongst your staff. Collaboration with sector peers and government initiatives is also very important, so you can try and self-regulate and be proactive to avoid regulatory intervention. Try and avoid people coming to you with new laws which you have to comply to. This could save you a lot of money in the future. And also bottom-up strategies, try and support external projects, market the changes that the project itself has had, and also market changes within products within your own organisation that you're selling or want the general public to use, so that they understand it better. And by doing that, they understand the bigger picture of why your CSR is in place. We're Tree Supporter are very, very focused on the bottom-up interaction. What we're trying to do is reduce scepticism within the consumer market, so that they see beyond the opportunity that you're taking to improve your image and see the actual the changes that are being made and the good work that's been done. In line with the consumer behaviour sciences, we want to enable donations without overheads. We believe strongly that this will increase donations globally, and this can also lead back to a very, very strong link between you and the general public, and that will give you a much better opportunity of receiving more money for products that you are making, and you can look further into the supply chain and see which ones are doing the less damage to the earth. So this is what Tree Supporter is all about. We're committed to natural capital, but we're more committed to poverty, climate change and water management. And we believe that biodiversity, natural capital and these kind of things are good tools to affect these 3 projects. If you want to contact us, please, or if you just want to plant a tree today, you can go to www.treesupporter.nl, log in with your LinkedIn account and watch our introduction movie. Watching that introduction movie will trigger a reward from us, which is enough for you to plant a tree at one of our farms. Hope to see you there. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.